It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Williams to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 at the 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down.
On third down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Croft, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
On the return, Corey Clement. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Pass complete,
Number 3.
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to float, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
That certainly went. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The quick slant caught. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brought down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some. And that's caught inside the 35.
Sometimes
and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but... Now it's 4th.
Brings up
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Jackson. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Second and 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Oh, nearly picked. That may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
The quarterback on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
86.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
13. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at the Bengals 25.
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change their luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
For the extra point.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Ravens.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
At the 34-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man here. Complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play.
Ravens 16.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Ravens on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson now. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Ravens on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
20-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now he dumps this off over the middle. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get... to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
At the 33-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it?